Okay, guys, you can hear me?
Yeah.
This is Ghanshyam here. Thank you very much for joining online and thank you here. Sorry guys, we have two. One is Facebook and one is Zoom. So I'm really glad to share with you that we are launching our third language motivational series of videos, which we launched almost 1.5 months back in Hindi and then in Sindhi. And I'm proud that we have our alumni here, both physically with me in Singapore, IIFT very senior alumni. I'm pleased to have my college representing here, Mr. Rajesh Pandey. He's our principal now currently, and Praveen from the Innovation and the Incubation Center in Nagpur, Ramdev College. So thank you and thanks for joining everyone. Without further ado, we are going to initiate this launch today. And before I do that, let me introduce one of our senior member here, Mr. KV Rao. As I mentioned in my flyer, he's Resident Director for Tata Sons, and he has been my mentor and guru always. Talking about Guru, we have Guru next to him. His name himself, his original name is Guru Pandit. He is our president for IIFT Singapore Association here. Then we have Mrigank from IIFT Association again here. We have Bharat here, who is also our senior. Okay. So he's also one of our senior member and also partner with me, as some of you know, in Thinkuvate.
He's my senior. Let me make it clear. He is my senior.
Your senior?
Yes.
Yeah. Don't tell me. Yes. Is it?
1 year.
Wow. this is news to me, guys. By the way.
He is 1 year my senior.
So we have Venkat here, which again another senior member from IIFT, and we call him Bhishma Pitama. As you can see, why we call him?
He's junior.
Yeah. All of us want to prove like how junior we are. Like,
Also, sir, and
audio
online. So this is our IIFT alumni where I did my master's course, as some of you might be already knowing, and really privileged and proud to be part of this alumni and this college. That's one. Now coming to my alma mater, Engineering College, Ramdev College of Engineering in Nagpur. Again, I would say the institution which has shaped me a lot. One of the most prominent private schools in India. And Rajesh, if I'm not wrong, our current ranking is 113th in India, right? And Praveen, maybe you can share.
They're all on mute.
Yes, NRF ranking is 113.
Yeah.
And we are number 1 in the state of Maharashtra amongst all private colleges.
Right.
Yes.
So really proud to be part of that college, and thank you, Rajesh, sir, also for joining. So without further ado, let's do a launch for the Cool Guru Pro. Yeah, Mr. KV Rao. Yes, please.
Hello all, presenting you Mr. Ghanshyam Ahuja as Cool Guru. Ghanshyam Ahuja has been working in this industry for more than 25 years. He has been part of various industrial revolutions starting right from e-commerce to startup. Currently, he is Group CEO of Copernicus Consulting, which is based in Singapore. Also, he is managing partner for Thinkuvate, which is an early startup fund. Ghanshyam is here with us to share his thoughts, his life experiences and motivational thoughts that actually helped him climb the corporate ladder. He will be sharing these thoughts with young professionals like us and motivating us. Today, he's going to speak on attitude. Let's hear Ghanshyam speak.
Hi friends, happy to announce that we are starting our debut video for our new series called The Cool Guru Pro, where we'll be focusing about more about inspiration, new energy and motivation in life. So let's start with very first topic. What I strongly believe is it's your attitude which takes you to altitude. Let me share with you 3 points what makes your attitude and your life better. What I strongly believe. Can do, will do, and let's do. Very simple.
So I think we had the launch officially. The actual video will be putting on YouTube and Facebook. So we will share with you. So now let's move on over to and hear some words of wisdom from our senior alumni here, Mr. KV Rao, about the attitude and about the overall Cool Guru what you have.
Congratulations, Ghanshyam. It feels good to see an IIFT in Singapore going back to the world and giving them motivation and giving them positivity. Suddenly, I've not come with a prepared speech, but suddenly some lines came to my mind. We are all still familiar with that old man called Shakespeare.
Yeah.
He wrote some phenomenal plays, and there is a particular play of Macbeth. Yeah, okay, good. So let me just share a few words as Ghanshyam insists. I was talking about Shakespeare and the Macbeth play. In that story of Macbeth, Lady Macbeth dies, and some of the most powerful lines are coming out, are recited by Macbeth, which actually summarizes what is life in Macbeth's words, where he says, out a brief candle, life is but a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, and then it carries on, signifying nothing. So he talks about life being very transient, and it has got no meaning. You've got some things you do, there's a lot of sound and fury, things happen to you, and then you just depart, and there's nothing more. And the complete opposite of that is, if he had heard Cool Guru Macbeth, he would have given the biggest motivational speech. There's nothing like, about life. So it's all about positive charge and negative charge. So today, particularly after the COVID world, every individual I meet is reflective, depressed, unhappy, worried, concerned, and greatly needs some vitamins to charge himself up. Because if your inside is okay, the external world doesn't affect you. I always say that there are perhaps three worlds which we silently, unconsciously sort of, traverse. One is the larger world, which is what is happening to Trump and what is happening to India, Pakistan, and what's happening to the big world. We spend a lot of time on which we can't really do much. The second is the outer world, your wife, your family, your friends, your children, your neighbors, your bosses, your associates. Limited influence, but you also can't do much. But we spend the least amount of the time to understand the world which is within us. And if we can discover the world within us and reset that to a positivity, and as I keep hearing Ghanshyam, if there is no infection inside, there is peace, then you can handle all the other negatives. So I think it's a very, very important area. I was talking to Ghanshyam just the other day, and I asked him, what is your motivation to do this? There are so many gurus. Some are cool, some are not so cool, some are very hot. But so why are you getting into this guru business? So he said, look, I want to give back to people, and my area is I want to speak to younger people. I want to speak to people who are going through difficulty and try and give them hope, give them positivity. And I said, that's a very noble way of doing it. And I wished him all the best. I think there is no limit to how much positivity we can spread. In fact, since morning to evening, if you spend your time and start analyzing how many people you met, if you meet 10 people and if you meet 3 people who are very negatively charged, your day becomes very drained. And even if you meet one person who is positively charged, you light up by the end of the day and you start feeling very energized. So I think this positivity, what they call in French, the joie de vivre, it's very infectious. It's much more infectious than COVID. So if you can spread this positive, vibes around the world, it always has a geometric and multiplicative effort. And with that, I want to wish Ghanshyam all the very best. I have in fact suggested to Ghanshyam, not only online, but you must also do offline. And if people reach out to you and want to seek more personalized kind of help, I think we should give, because the more and more you spread cheer, the more and more you become cheerful. And that's one reason you see Ghanshyam is always a happy man. I've never seen him to be unhappy. He's always laughing, always cheerful. So God bless you, Ghanshyam, for the inspiration. And I wish this venture all success, and I wish that you create the success of Ghanshyam is when one cool guru can ignite maybe 10 or 20 more cool gurus like you. So there must be smaller Ghanshyams, many Ghanshyams should come out of their own of viewership, and you can feature them as well. So with that, again, I say God bless you and wish you all the very best. Thank you for the opportunity to get us all assembled around. Thank you, Bharat. Very nice to have come to your office, and it's such a nice and warm feeling that all of us are IFT. No matter which batch, we can sort that out constantly. But the joy is we're all from one institution, and we feel very proud to have a product from IFT, that IFT is capable of producing not just gurus, but also cool gurus. Thank you.
Thank you very much, KV sir. Thanks, sir. Please be there. Yeah, we can. So now I would request our college principal Rajesh Pandey sir to say his words of wisdom. I would say rather focus more on how you are creating enterprising people like us. And I must tell you, I remember sir joining as a very young lecturer that time when I was 25 years back in the college. And I was very happy to see a few years back when he became principal. And suddenly I recalled his younger days and my younger days, obviously. So, sir, over to you.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, everybody. This is indeed wonderful to be here with you. And it's a moment of pride really for me, because as you told that I joined this college in 1992, and yours batch was the first batch I taught something.
Yes.
And of course, to the best of my capabilities that time.
True.
So going formal, first of all, Shri K.V. Rao sir, respected dignitaries, delegates from IIFT, distinguished alumni, and promoter of this initiative, multilingual motivational video series, Mr. Ghanshyam Mahuja. I would like to start with this. This is probably the time in which we need such initiatives desperately. Like one of the key objectives of any professional educational institute in 21st century is to imbibe innovation culture. This culture of innovation actually encourages creative thinking, out-of-box thinking, and is fundamental for sustainability of growth, both institute and as an individual. And this is also the era of Industry 4.0. So innovating education in the era of Industry 4.0 is also the era of our. You know, this time is also referred as VUCA word, volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. And this current pandemic situation has created a big disruption in all sectors, including the education. The mode of education, requirement, solutions also involves emotional support. COVID is biggest disruption of this century, and students to be motivated and supported for co-COVID and post-COVID era. The structured approach to address this issue involves relevant changes in educational schemes. We have started doing so. We need to think of allowing maybe failures. Allowing the failure is one important concept, or failure as an option. Replacing our old competitive setup with a collaborative setup. The concept of fluid leadership, reskilling, hot skills, uplearning, relearning, lifelong learning, self-learning, all these things are not just the buzzwords. We need to incorporate. And we have started this, I mean, you can say developing this ecosystem on campus. We have changed our scheme syllabus. We have started a Section 8 company called RCOEM Technology Business Incubator Foundation. We are also working with Tata Technologies Pune. We have set up one center with Tata. We are also setting up one more center with Tata. And this educational ecosystem is slowly absorbing the changes and trying to create a supportive ecosystem for the students. We have started many internships, entrepreneurships, you can say research internships, and so on. I recall and cherish the memories of the vibrant, dynamic 1993 batch of electronics engineering, in which Mr. Ahuja was a member.
Yeah.
In spite of limited support of all kinds, of course, we had limited resources. Whatever best we could do, we did. And 28 years before, these students struggled a lot and created their space in the world and are giving fame to the college. You know, our former principal used to say that uh, when you are a student of the college, then college is giving you the name. Now, as an alumni, you are doing so wonderful. So the college is recognized by your name. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
And today is not only known by your efforts and contribution, but your love and affection also. Remembering us after 28 years is a very pleasant moment for us. And in spite of this big gap of 28 years, we can today find all these alumni connected to their alma mater and giving back to the institute. You know, the attributes they gathered in course of time, these are the like self-learning, lifelong learning, reskilling. They all learned in their, journey towards this up to this time, and they wish to spread among students, young fraternity, in structured, effective way by sharing motivational videos. I'm confident Mr. Ahuja and his team will not only create an excellent platform for education, but will also nurture and support millions of young talent, young minds to succeed in their endeavors. I wish the channel a great launch and a wonderful time ahead. Thank you so much. Wish you all the best.
Thank you very much. So thank you Rajesh sir once again.
Thank
I'm
you.
also glad to have my partners here whom somehow we started working since 2013. Either we are partners, joint venture partners, so they are also entrepreneurs. So we have with us Kumar Iyer. By profession, he's a chartered accountant.
Okay.
And he became my very first partner, and now we have a joint venture. So it's good to hear from partners and entrepreneurs themselves more about my one question. What do you think? What attitude made you a better entrepreneur, Kumar? Starting with you.
So, yes, I met Ghanshyam in 2013, and that's when we started working together. The one attitude which I always believed in is never keep the door open to do something else if you have decided to venture into something new. And that will always ensure success, maybe not immediately, maybe not at the time when you want to, but it does come eventually. That's all I've got to say.
And about your attitude, what do you think? What is your forte? What has helped you to become a better entrepreneur? You were working in Deloitte before me, and I was also working. What do you think? What shaped you, and why you became an entrepreneur, and why a better entrepreneur now?
Why I became an entrepreneur is because I wanted to do things my way. And why I became a better entrepreneur is, as I said, never left the door open to go back to something else. Typically, I've seen youngsters say that, let me try it out for a couple of years. If it doesn't work, I can always go back to industry. If that's the attitude, it's guaranteed for failure. So you should never keep the door open to go back to what you were doing earlier if you really want to succeed in what you want to do.
Thank you. Thanks, Kumar. Coming to Gyanendra, my buddy since 2016-17 when we got together, and now we are a joint company. He runs our whole delivery team out of Jabalpur and has seen his own ups and downs of being an entrepreneur. So what is your point of view, sir, Gyanendra?
Okay.
What attitude helped you as a better entrepreneur?
See, first of all, thanks, Ghanshyam, for arranging all this. And, it's honor to meeting you all leaders, right? Being, situated in tier 2, 3 cities is not possible. So, for me, like, I always believe one thing, like, stay hungry, stay foolish. Like, I always learn new things. And the most important thing which I found, passion, right? Passion to do, like, So, I consider myself as a born entrepreneur. So, the passion, it create me a differentiator, and that's it.
Thank you. I generally call him Dabang entrepreneur. He's ex-Infosys, by the way, ex-Infosys Japan and other places, and before he started his own, and then we got together. Over to now my youngest buddy of the journey, Mr. Sagar Babar from Comsense. Proud to share with you here. He's ex-IBM, and Comsense, Copernicus took 30% equity in Comsense last year and became part of our associates now. And he has been running the company since 5 years already. So over to you, Sagar. What do you think? What attitude has helped you to become a better entrepreneur and us as a joint parties together now?
Hey, thanks, Ghanshyam. It was really nice to be part of this launch. Really looking forward. One thing I would like to say before I say about attitude, right? In today's market, I think we have lots of webinars, seminars happening, and a lot of big shot people coming in and talking. But I think what you are doing is for the entrepreneurs like us, or who wants to be like budding entrepreneurs. Such kind of forum is very important, right? Because we all know only 0.1% can become Flipkarts and Amazons of the world, right? But there are companies like us, right, who are in at this initial stages. For them, the motivation is required. I think this will really grow, and the School Guru would be really good. What I want to say, one thing is never give up. That's the attitude an entrepreneur should have, and that's what I believe in, because entrepreneur journey is full of challenges, full of ups and downs, right? It's just that you have to stay there, stick there, and things will work out. That's what I want to say.
Thank you guys once again to be part of the overall journey what I had started a few years back. Just one more point I want to share with you. Copernicus, my company, the group which we run, we call it CIO, CFO, CMO focused company. So as you can see, 3 of them. Gyan is more focused towards CIO needs. Kumar is focused towards CFO needs, and Sagar is focused towards CMO needs. बाकी मेरे कुछ काम नहीं है. So I don't know if Praveen sir is there. Praveen, can you speak now if you can? Otherwise we close. Okay.
As entrepreneur is concerned, so actually he requires a passion in his heart and fire in his belly. Whenever an opportunity strikes or comes, so he should be in a position to execute it. And I always believe in one aspect, that it requires a village to raise a startup or a business enterprise. So from whatever sources he can get guidance, mentoring, consultation, he should try to get it, and he should try to finish his objective. That is very important. So never give up. Try to finish the work which he has decided.
Thank you, Praveen. So once again, thank you very much to all of you. IIFT alumni. Thank you for IIFT. Thanks to my alma mater back in Nagpur. Really proud to see what innovation and startup things what you guys have been doing. Always really support. And to my all my partners in crime. So thank you for being partners in crime. Sagar, Kumar, Gyan, and of course Edison. Edison, by the way, just to share with you, he's our vice president for Thinkuvate. He's managing our Thinkuvate investments, where Bharat and me are involved, as some of you are aware. Thank you very much, sir, and we'll be in touch.
Yeah, thank you. All the best.
Thank you.
All the best, Ghanshyam.
Thank you.
All the best, Ghanshyam, for new venture, and looking forward to see more and more such initiatives.
Yeah.
To support the ecosystem at RCOEM.
Pretty cool.
Don't forget you've done it.
And I'm confident that with your support and the blessings and guidance from the Thinkuvate fraternity, so we'll be in a position to achieve our objective.
Definitely. Just now, KV sir reminded, very good timing for launch. I did realize this yesterday. It's Guru Purnima yesterday, right? And we have Panch Gurus with us here, and we have tons of Gurus there. So thank you.
This Panch Guru, yeah.
अभी सर ज़्यादा टाइम लगेगा तो पंच मारेंगे. Thank you. thank you everyone for joining our FB also. I know there were small slight glitches, but we'll share with you all the videos. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ghanshyam.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Thank you.